And a good evening to everyone. It's Chills and Fever with your host, Sean Chapman. And I think we're ready to go. Evening, Mark and Christine Smith. Mincer, who you calling Mincer? Adrian. Mick Jackson, go, go, go. Well, Stuart, a good evening to you. And a good evening to Mark Borley. And to Barry Thurgood. Hope everyone's all right. Evening, Kirsten. And Stuart Sims, good evening. And to Vicky Richardson. And a good evening to Sonia Fisher. Cheers, Andy Hill. And a good evening to Stan May Evans from Liverpool. Evening, Mark Aldridge. Andy Dixon's in the house. Great result for Grimsby today. They never played. Evening, Derek from Bury in Manchester. How are you, fella? All round Stuart Catlins for Easter eggs. Oh, Carol Peacock. Evening, Andy Roberts. And Carolyn Thompson. Thank you guys for sharing. From Ibiza, in Spain, Stevie Spencer. And from South Wales, Melvin Clapton. And good evening to Mod Mick. Yeah, there we go. Chills and Fever. Agreed with you, Andy Dixon. West Brom winning 5-2 at Chelsea. Couldn't believe that result. Good evening, everyone. It's Chills and Fever. It's show 54. We're into our second year now on our weekly streams here in the shed and in the kitchen later on with Mr. Hill. From the days of the Manchester's Twisted Wheel. Cheers, Stuart. That's Kevin and Carolyn, the Hartford Mods. Mark, I bet you love that result. Solly Simon's in the house. Rocco 68, how are you, sir? Evening, Dwayne Carruthers in the Midlands. The one and only, the Custard Dick is in the house. I know, I said Dick, but it's sick. Evening, Mike Eastwood. Hughes is in the house. Evening, Trevor Bricknell. On 20E7. Say Custard sick eventually. Den 506 evening. Paolo Wilson's in the house. Up there in Bonnie, Scotland. Wayne, 1958. And good evening, Brendan Carr. Yes, indeed, the year of 1966. Pi International, the Dynatones, and that, of course, is the Five Piper monster tunage from the days of the Twisted Wheel in Manchester. Moving things on then, or moving things back 1 year, Fontana Records. Sounds of the Pretty Things.
I've never seen.
All the way from Anglesey in North Wales. Evening, Michelle Burge. Spent 3.5 years on the Isle of Anglesey back in the late 80s. Davey's in the house. From Edinburgh. Mincer. Evening, Steve Chumley. Yes, absolutely, Michelle. RAF Valley. The 10 Club, tell me about it, Michelle. There you go, the sounds of the Pretty Things at midnight to 6 on Fontana Records, 1965. Good evening, everyone. It's Chills and Fever, show 54. Can you believe it? We're way into the second year now. Still trying to bring these great tunes to you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And come on, it's Saturday night, guys. Evening, Andy. Oh, I've already spoken about Andy Dixon. Right, Saturday night, guys. It's dancing night. Come on, then.
I don't want.
Here we go.
I just want a little bit. No, I don't want it all. No. Just want a little bit. Just teeny weeny bit of your love.
Those Scottish boys are in the house.
Baby, put your little hand in mine. Turn your lights down, baby. Now, put your little hand in mine. For just teeny weeny bit of your love. Hey! Come on now, baby. Put your sweet hand in mine. Come on, kiss me, baby. Put your sweet lips in mine.
From the Cavern in 64, Stan says. And that's good enough for me. From North Wales, John Owen Parry.
Are you too much?
Well, I missed that one, didn't I? Roy Head from 65 Scepter, absolutely superb. Right, let's get the next one on. Haven't even queued this one in, but we'll get it going for you. Sounds of the Zephyrs.
Yeah.
Columbia Records 64.
Can't tell 'cause it's plain to see. Yeah, I can tell the way you look at me.
Thank you, Andy. I forgot about my jacket. I better put it on. Standards, standards.
You hold my hand. All the other way you wish that I can understand. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. Well, I know you don't love me no more. Well, I had your papa and your mama too. What more can a poor man do? Oh, you've been running around with Charlie Brown.
I've even got my own dresser.
Why never
Thank you, Andy Hill.
put me down?
Standards are dropping here.
I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. Well, I know you don't love me no more. One more time now, baby, I can give you romance. Only if you give me just one more chance.
You just can't get the staff these days.
I'll do your cooking and I'll wash your clothes.
Mincing pants. Davey, you cheeky young mince are you.
Make it go. Hey. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. Well, I know you don't love me no more. I can tell. I can tell.
Carol, don't go there. It's a family show.
I can tell. I can tell. I can tell. I can tell.
Evening, Stevie Boy 2.
I can tell. One more time, I can tell. I can tell. I can tell.
Routine. Yeah, there you go. That caught me, that one. That really did. Zephyrs, I Can Tell on Columbia. That was from 1964. Continuing with the great tunes with this one. Let's get on with the records. Gentlemen, June Gardner. Mivy Stevens is in the house. Routines coming your way. Evening, Davey Ware. It's all a load of pants. It is as well. If Carol had to tell you, I'd have to kill you. There you go, June Gardner. And gentleman June Gardner, It's Gonna Rain, in Marcy Records from 66. Right, a bit of this coming your way. It's reggae time. Tang, fly, boss, walk. Jam, nitty gritty. You're listening to Boss Sean from Grimsby City. It's reggae time. Evening, Troy. Scar. Scarby. 65. Reggae. FAB, Andy Hill. Yes, I've got a new toy. There you go, Don Drummond, Alapon, Scar Beat from 65. Bit of acid jazz coming your way from 95. James Taylor. Let's blow up. Good evening, Dundee Mods. That's Brian Laidlow. Good evening, Steve Palooza. That's right. I told you not to blow the bloody doors off. Thank you to everyone for sharing. Really appreciate it. Good evening to Kirsty. I think I've already said hi to Stuart Sims. Steve, are you from Italy? Brilliant. From 95, James Taylor Quartet, Blow Up. What a great tune. A very massive monster. Good evening to the Princess of Detroit. That is the one and only Miss Carolyn Crawford. Hope you're very well, good lady. We absolutely love you coming into other shows. We really appreciate it. It's great to have someone of your calibre, of your heritage. One of Detroit absolute legends, and I did see that photograph of a young 14-year-old the other day, Carolyn. Absolutely stunning. You don't look any different. From 1955, going way back in time.
Who showed my baby how to love me? Who showed my baby how to love me? Who showed
Larry Donnell.
how to love me? Hey, 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 thank you. Who showed my baby how to kiss me? Who showed my baby how to kiss me? Who showed my baby how to kiss me? Hey, 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 thank you. I wanna learn to kiss the way she do it. She got something new she puts into it. She said she'd teach me in no time flat. I won't give up till I get it down pat. Who showed my baby how to love me? Who showed my baby how to love me? Who showed my baby how to love me?
Which one, John? There's the Chills and Fever pushing the boat out. And this, John, is the new... it's not a poster. Can't get the word. Banner. John, it's the new banner. Big Andy did that for us.
When I'm sad, feeling bad, she knows what to do to make me glad. She's got something in her squeezes, I can't explain the way it pleases. But baby really treats me good. She always does the things she could. I'm so glad she's mine, all mine, 'cause my baby's all so fine. Who showed my baby how to love me? Who showed my baby how to love me?
Evening, Robert Thompson.
My baby how to love me. Hey, 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 thank you. Who said my baby couldn't love me? Who
Evening,
said
Angie
my
Taylor.
baby didn't love me? Who showed my baby how to love me? Hey, 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 thank you.
Yes, indeed. What a great tune that is, all the way back from 1955. Proper R&Dirty B. Larry Donnell, who showed my baby how to love me. Absolutely fantastic on Savoy Records. Right, here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Come on then, let's be having you.
Oh, shucks.
Evening, Robbie McAlvey. How are you, fella? Evening, Camille Muzz.
I'm calling your name out there, baby. So sweet and plain, yeah. I'm really sad that you are leaving. You're leaving me so sad. Don't you know that if you do, I would feel so bad, nah. I told your friend that old lie about me, I just can't do without you, baby. Don't ever leave me. My heart just can't stand the pain.
Evening, Bell. Belinda and Dave Manton are in the house tonight. Hope you're well.
I'm calling your name out there.
No pushing at the bar.
So sweet and clear, yeah. A 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Let's keep cheering, guys. Easter Saturday special. Show 54. Thank you, John. Evening, Stevie Giles and Julie. The sounds of the Isonics on Cammy from 1965. The sounds of Sugar. One of my favourite artists of all time. Certainly this guy, played and recorded by James Brown, but Mr. Otis did a great version of this as well. Atco Records. Good evening, Brownie. Yeah, raving mince, are you?
Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag. He's gonna tag. He's gonna fly. Don't play him cheap. There's no he's not shy. He's mashed potato, the alligator. Jump back and jack. See you later, alligator. Come in, sister. Papa's in the thing. Ain't too hip there. I'm that new breed thing. Ain't no drag. Papa's bought himself a brand new bag. Come on now. Hey, hey. Come on. He's out of sight. He's uptight. Come on and groove it. You're out of sight. Papa got it. Got soul, man. Soul. The groove. We uptight. We out of sight. Mr. Bitty, that's my name. Got it. Yeah. He's on the twist. He's on the fly. Don't play him cheap. He know he's not shy. He mashed potato, the alligator. Jump back and jack. I'll see you later. Alligator.
Richard the Blair.
Come in, sister.
Mincer Blair's in the house.
Papa's in the thing.
And of course, Cheryl, the better half.
Too hip.
Richard, you do as you're told, mate.
That new breed thing. Ain't no drag.
a brand new band.
Come on.
Come on. Hey, hey.
Sounds of Otis. Yeah, there you go. That's the sounds of Otis Redding, and of course that's the live version on Atco Records from '68. Papa's got a brand new bag. We're into week 54, and still to come. It's half an hour for me, but we've still got 60 solid minutes coming from Andy the Mincer Hill. Steve Flanagan.
It took me a long, long time. It was a mighty high hill to climb. But when I found that love of mine, I found the fruit that's on the vine. I've arrived.
Is Saskia in the house?
I really know.
You very dirty boy, Brownie.
All about I've arrived. You can make yourself a fortune. You can call yourself a king. But until you know what real love is, you don't have anything. I've arrived. You can call yourself a king, but until you know what real love is, you don't have anything. I've arrived.
Saskia, you hussy. Evening, Julia Clark.
What life is all about. I've arrived.
Evening, a Northern Soul.
I've arrived. I've arrived. I've arrived.
Yes, indeed. Steve Flanagan, what a great tune that is. I've Arrived on Era Records. That is from 1967. Right, okay, it's that time of the evening. It's the featured artist, and he is the one and only Audrey DeWalt Mixon Jr. Junior Walker. Born in Blytheville in 1931, American multi-international instrumentalist, primary saxophone player and vocalist. And while at school, he began playing the saxophone and started his own group, the Jumping Jacks. Later, joining up with the Rhythm Rockers, and then after relocating to Detroit in the late 1950s, changing their name to the All-Stars. In 1961, Johnny Bristol spotted the All-Stars and recommended them to Harvey Farquhar. I love saying that. Harvey Farquhar, and started to record for the Harvey label, recording great records like Cleo's Mood, Good Rockin', and Satan's Blues, plus changing the name to Junior Walker and the All-Stars. In 1964, they became members of Motown, and their first and signature hit was Shotgun, reaching number 4 in the Billboard charts and number 1 in the R&B charts. This was in 1965, which was quickly followed by Shaken Finger Pop, Pucker Up Buttercup, Come See About Me, and How Sweet About This. And this, the first of my 3 records of Mr. Junior Walker, an absolute classic for you. Junior Walker. Mr. Sax. Evening, Jody. Jody Richardson's in the house. Evening, Sharon and Andy Lawton. Hope you're very well. Come on, Jody, get on the dance floor. Evening, Martin MacPhail. Junior Walker, Holly Holly. Tune. Yeah, keep the stamina going, Jody. 3 dances this week. Well, that's one of them. And that's, of course, Roadrunner from 1965. Other tunes from the Motown catalogue was, where are we? Let's have a look. Money, Shoot Your Shot, Hip City, and These Eyes. And then this one as well. An absolute classic. 65 again. Jody, get your dancing shoes round this one. Jody, keeping up with me? Well done, Jody. Evening, John Patterson. We're nothing like a UK demo to get your heart pumping. Surely one of the greatest dance records ever. That has just got everything. You know what it's like when that's in a club and that's pounding with a great big system. It gets everyone up and dancing. Junior Walker, that's from 1965. And the third of Junior Walker tracks for me from the featured artist is coming up very shortly. But from 72, Way Back Home, Walking the Night in 73, What Does It Take in 1969, number 4 in the Billboards and number 1 in the R&B charts. And the third of my Junior Walker records tonight, really, this record reminds me of a certain DJ, Dancing Derek Allen from Nottingham, who passed away a few years ago. But this was the record he always used to start his sets with. And he had big rosy cheeks and he used to dance, and he was such a wonderful, fantastic character. We deeply miss him now. And I'm thinking of Derek Allen when I play the third of my Junior Walker tracks for tonight.
What's wrong with you? Oh man, my woman done left me. Say it, man. Play me some blues, Jack.
Bless you, Derek Allen. Old school.
Ain't that the truth?
Keep them drinks coming. Custard Sick, Jacks, and Body. Mumford, Leicester. Fair play, Stevie Spencer. Good evening, Joanna. Yeah, that's the third of my Junior Walker tracks. Featured artist, that was also from 65. He recorded throughout the 70s, but by 79 he went solo, signing for Whitfield Records. Throughout the 80s and the early 90s, he toured extensively and was a regular visitor to the UK clubs until 1995, when he died at the age of 64. He was an absolutely brilliant live entertainer. If you ever saw him, then you know what I mean. Always gave 100%, and I was fortunate to see him on 3 occasions. He recorded 23 LPs and also 40 45s. The one and only Junior, the Sax Walker. We salute you, sir. Bit of French going on. Jack Dutronic. Thanks for that, John Peterson. Sorry, Patterson. Hope you're well, fella.
Chanter comme grand-père dans la vie. Faut pas
Evening, Janet Pollard.
Le jet de la ville, plus ça me plaît, je la bats comme du petit lait. Ce que j'aime le plus, c'est le mauvais sang, je m'en repais à tout bout de champ. Mais j'aime aussi les catastrophes qui mettent la vie en apostrophe. Quand ça va bien, je suis malheureux, quand ça va mal, je suis très heureux. Je suis un homme responsable, je cache pas ma tête dans le sable. Je veux pas chanter comme grand-père. Dans la vie, faut pas s'en faire, mais je veux chanter au contraire. Dans la vie, il faut s'en faire pour être toujours solidaire de ceux qui, comme moi, voient clair. Je suis un homme responsable, je suis un homme responsable, je suis un homme responsable, je suis un homme responsable.
I've just realised the time, guys. It just flies by, and I've lost about 2 or 3 records. Right, let's get the next track on then. Bit of blue beat. Stitch. In time.
All my enemies
Sounds of Jamaica.
All my Indians look out, I am coming.
Evening, Ian Lock.
Everyone has even the something's up on the breast. Let me tell you now, all my Indians look out, I am coming. All my Indians beware, stitching time. All my Indians beware, stitching time. I shall not rest when I gain my victory. I shall send everyone to the cemetery. All my Indians look out, I am coming.
Davy Clark. I'm getting worried about you, sir. I don't know what you don't. Stevie Giles.
All my Indians beware.
Sounds of Jamaica.
All my Indians beware, stitching time. I shall not rest when I gain my victory. I shall send everyone to the cemetery. All my Indians beware, I am coming.
Yes, indeed. The sounds of Eric Morris, Stitching Time on Blue Beat from 64. Right, we generally play the version by Dusty Springfield, but I absolutely love this version on RCA Records. This is Susan Barrett's version of What's It Gonna Be. Dusty beats it for the song, or should I say the voice, but I love the production on this one.
Crying.
know there's a lot of people like the Dusty version, but I've always loved the Susan Barrett version. And when I played that at the King's Hall in Stoke, and it goes round, you've got 1,500 people in there, and that hall just vibrates because of the production of that record. It's absolutely stunning. Right, I've probably got about a couple more records left. You know, we've been going along this sort of the last few, well, probably the last month or so, we've been putting one of those off-the-cuff records which you probably don't expect to hear in a mod or a Chills and Fever night, but we started to do that. And recently I did a Mark Bolan record because he was an original mod back in '62. Well, there's another young chap also, a original mod as well. And I'm going to play one of his records. I could have played many of his records because I like most of the stuff he did. Was he a mod? Absolutely. All the way to the very end of his life was he a mod. This is Mr. Bowie.
It's a god-awful small affair
71,
to the girl with the mask.
RCA Records.
But her mummy is yelling no,
Rod Stewart,
and her daddy has
Mark
told her
Bolan,
to go.
David Bowie,
But her friend is nowhere
all
to be
original mods.
seen.
And when you think about it, they took it through the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, and certainly Bowie all the way till he passed away.
And she's hooked to the silver screen.
Proper modernism.
But the film is a sad thing for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Now the workers have struck for fame.
Absolutely, Belinda.
Lemon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes.
The way he invented himself,
To the Norfolk Broads.
changed his style,
Tenure is out of bounds.
always looked fantastic,
To my mother, my dog,
even in his boots
but the film is a sad
and his makeup.
war.
Tell you what, I'd fancy him.
10 times or more. It's about to be writ again. As I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know
Oh, hello, Dave.
who's in the best-selling
It's Motown Dave. Thanks for just coming in, Dave. I still appreciate that, buddy. I think the wife seems more appropriate, Dave. Yeah, sounds of 71, David Bowie, true mod all the way till the very end. Right, just the one before I played the last record, Chills and Fever, teaming up with the New Untouchables on the weekend of the 25th and 26th of September 2021. Saturday and Sunday, Rob Bailey will announce his details for the Saturday. But on Sunday, Chills and Fever hosting a 5.5-hour mod cruise on the River Thames aboard the Pride of London from 3 to 8:30 with guest Rob Bailey. Tickets £20. Details, right, email chills.fever@outlook.com or just give Carol Peacock a private message and we'll get you sorted out. We're selling loads of tickets and it is going to be an absolutely brilliant occasion. Right, last one from me. And talking about proper mods, how about this guy as well? Kenny Lynch. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Andy's up shortly.
What am I to you?
Still
Please
another
tell
60
me
minutes
what
to go.
Am I to you? Am I the one you hoped and prayed for? Am I the one you live each day for? Tell me, what am I to you?
Thank you, Michelle. Working a Trojan, working the socks off.
Someone who's there when
Thank you, Dwayne.
are lonely.
Thank you, everyone.
Who's there when you are only wanting somebody to cling to? Everyone needs
What a great voice.
someone to cling to.
Andy, I'm probably just going to be a minute late.
Oh, what am I to you? Could you move on to someone new? Or will you stay with me forever? And will you say that you could never find someone new? Oh, please tell me the answer. Just say
Hi, Dennis
me and
from Seattle.
know the answer, then I will be. Then I will be what you are to me. What you are to me. Your one true love. Your one true love. The one you love. The one you
There you go, Kenny Lynch. Absolutely love it. Great tunage. Right, thank you, guys. I've slightly overrun. Right, get over to see Andy Hill for the next hour of Children Fever Part 2, Show 54. Good night, everybody. God bless.